Hello friends, Sergeant Buff Soldier Eric here. Today is testing large SUV for first time. Today, IIHS released its results highlighting the Jeep Waggoner as the sole recipient of the Top Safety Pick Award among the 3 tested SUVs. To qualify for this award, a vehicle must achieve a good rating in 3 crash tests, provide good or acceptable headlights on all trims, and meet pedestrian front crash prevention standards. The Chevrolet Tahoe and Ford Expedition failed to meet these criteria, particularly underperforming in the small overlap test, which simulated a collision involving one front corner of the vehicle. Despite their larger size, all 3 SUVs showed a heightened risk of chest injuries to backseat passengers, preventing the Waggoner from earning the Top Safety Pick Plus award. The Tahoe also presented an elevated risk of abdominal injuries for rear passengers. The huge mass of these large SUVs provides some additional protection in crashes with smaller vehicles, though that also means they present more danger to other road users, IIHS President David Harkey said. The flip side of their large size is that there is a lot more force to manage when they crash into a fixed obstacle like a tree or bridge abutment or the barrier we use in our front crash tests. In recent crash tests conducted by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, the Jeep Waggoner earned a Top Safety Pick award, while the Chevrolet Tahoe and Ford Expedition showed that mass cuts both ways in a crash. IIHS President David Harkey notes that the size of vehicles like the 3 popular SUVs does offer a degree of additional protection in collisions with smaller vehicles, but that the flip side of their large size is that there is a lot more force to manage when they crash into a fixed obstacle like a tree or bridge abutment. Of the Ford, IIHS states flatly, the structure of the marginal rated Expedition did not hold up in the tests of either side. In crashes on both sides of the vehicle, the A-pillar separated from the rocker panel, and in the driver's side test, the steering column partially detached from the instrument panel. The agency calls this degree of structural collapse the sort of result we haven't seen in years. Measurements from the driver dummy indicated a high risk of injury to the right leg and a moderate risk of injury to the left. There was a lesser degree of footwell deformation in the passenger side crash. Putting IIHS President Harkey's comments about mass and force management into context, the agency says more than 90% of new vehicles subject to this test since 2021 have earned good ratings. The Jeep Waggoner is the only model out of 3 popular large SUVs tested to qualify for a 2024 Top Safety Pick award. Other bestsellers, the Chevrolet Tahoe and Ford Expedition, fell short for multiple reasons, including subpar performance in the small overlap front crash test. More than 90% of new models have sailed through this evaluation with good ratings since 2021. IIHS found the Expedition's structure did not hold up when testing crashes on either side. There was a high risk of injury to the driver's right leg and moderate risk to the left, and the steering column partially detached from the instrument panel in the driver's side test. The driver's side curtain airbag for the backseat passenger failed to deploy during the test, but the Insurance Institute said that wasn't enough to change the SUV's overall rating. The Tahoe really struggled with the Insurance Institute's headlight and pedestrian avoidance test, according to RBLS. The headlights offered poor visibility and glare issues, while the vehicle struggled with pedestrian avoidance during the nighttime test. Effective pedestrian collision avoidance systems are important for all vehicle classes, but for large SUVs like these, they are especially important because our research shows that when they strike pedestrians, they are more likely to cause fatal injuries, RBLS said. While the Waggoner is a Top Safety Pick, IIHS said the vehicle did not earn the Top Safety Pick Plus award, the organization's highest rating, because it fell short of protecting passengers in the backseat. RBLS said the vehicle's structure held up much better than the Expedition in a frontal crash test. This recognition validates the dedication of our engineers, who integrated state-of-the-art technology in every aspect of the Waggoner's design, said Bill Peffer, Senior Vice President and head of the Jeep brand in North America, in a statement. The combination of a robust body structure and a comprehensive suite of over 120 standard and available advanced safety features, helps create a secure, environment for drivers and passengers. We hope automakers make improvements. Sergeant Buff Soldier Eric sign off.